I really enjoy watching them change and develop. And a horse that when you first get them, you sort of go, oh, this may not have been such a good idea. And then within 2 or 3 months, they're just completely different and you can't even believe that it's the same animal. And you've got to love your job and love horses to do what we do, because otherwise you just wouldn't be able to do it.
Symphony Lodge started in probably the year 2000. It just probably started off small and it's just slowly grown into what it is today. From when I can remember riding horses, and that led to me father and my uncles had race horses, so hence that road led to falling into being into thoroughbreds and breaking in horses and one thing after another, and a few stints under different trainers, and then here we are today really.
I was fortunate that my parents were very heavily involved in the standardbred industry, so I always was into horses, and then was fortunate enough to get a job at Arrowfield and spent 5.5 years there, which you couldn't ask for a better place to start working, especially for the Massaras. And then that progressed me to meet people and travel and contract and do yearling sales.
Found our little niche probably with the breaking in and educating rather than the training, and then Ready2Race sales come along, and that sort of found one of our specialities, so something we seem to shine on, so hopefully again this year. With the preparation of the breeze up horses, first of all they'd purchase from a horse sale, so then they came here and we break them in, just a basic break in, and then they have a little 3-week break on a grass turnouts, and then they come back in for their second prep, which is generally another small little 3 to 4 week prep, mainly arena work and some track work. We can ride them to the Oakey track, but we actually also truck them there to get them used to the cartage to and from tracks, what other trainers do, and concentrate on mainly all their barrier education, so we get them up to, not the barrier pass stage, but virtually they come, jump, run out of the barriers. Then they have a little break, probably 2 to 3 weeks, and they come in and that's when they're prepped up for the breeze up sales. This year we've finally made the decision to take horses to Inglis to sell for the first time. The 4 horses that we picked for the Inglis draft are just all outstanding on type, and we believe they'll be sort of well received by the potential buyers. The Dawn Approach Dandy Roll is probably not the typical breeze up horse, but he's more of the classic sort of style of horse. We'll furnish later into a nice derby, middle distance sort of horse. So very balanced, beautiful action on him, which you didn't know when we bought him, but now that he's starting to learn to run, he's got one of the nicest actions you'll see on a horse.
The Super One Cash First colt, he's a beautifully physical colt, and he's starting to work it all out. And it'll be very interesting to see how he goes. I think there's a lot of potential there with that horse.
The Ruby Cupcakes colt, he's a beautiful type of horse, very mature head, and does anything you ask of him, he just does it, and a real keen running horse. So even though he's a big, strong, scopy sort of horse, he's showing very early precociousness. So it'll be very interesting to see what he does in his future racing career.
The headboarder, like a lass, he just was an absolute professional at the sales. He walked like a demon, and he's done exactly the same thing here when he's ridden. He just loves to do it and wants to do it, and that's what he's about. It's all about, we get it done and we get it done now. They just change so much, and that's exactly why we do what we do, is to watch them go on and watch other people have the joy to watch them hopefully win large amounts of races.